After the wedding of the Jordanian Crown Prince caught the eye in the capital, Amman, where the ceremony received great international attention and was attended by more than 1,700 people, including kings, presidents, princes, and international personalities. Despite the splendor of the wedding ceremony, which mixed simplicity with sophistication and grandeur, it witnessed a remarkable absence of many personalities. Foremost among them is Prince Hamzah bin Al-Hussein, the half-brother of King Abdullah II. So why did Prince Hamzah not attend the wedding of Jordanian Crown Prince Hussein bin Abdullah? And why did he give up his title as prince? Before we get started, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the O channel family. A Jordanian joy from memory jumps today in the same place to carry more messages of love, and there is no harm in some political messages. Exactly 30 years ago, a father got married here in Zaran Palace, and the late grandfather Al-Hussein was a king and a living one. Today, the boy also got married here, and the father is a king who is waiting to become a grandfather. What began with henna parties and the joy of Queen Rania, who became a mother-in-law, and the 7 nights of the navigator witnessed bachelorette parties in the Jordanian military way, and then a dinner in the Bani Hashim Club, where the Jordanian monarch gave his son a sword from the swords of Bani Hashim, is a copy of King Abdullah's first sword, which was made in the Hijaz in the year 1916, and then a majestic red royal procession transported the Jordanian Crown Prince and his bride to Zaran Palace, and finally arrived at a day that Jordanians and other Arabs and foreigners awaited, which is a wedding Prince Al-Hussein bin Abdullah II, Crown Prince of Jordan, on the Saudi engineer Rajwa Khalid Al-Saif. And if we dwell on talking about the royal wedding, there is no evidence of its ownership that it was attended by the elite of the people, including Jill Biden, the wife of the US president, and royal guests from all over the world. And if we talk at length about a popular joy demonstration after the invitation to participate in its activities was public, until the matter reached in Jordan to disrupt the state apparatus and postpone any other joy until the end of this joy, with the Ministry of Culture organizing activities in all the governorates of Jordan that include folklore shows, fireworks and gifts for children and singing paragraphs. But what if, after enjoying all this joy, we had a little talk about political messages? Perhaps the matter will become more exciting and understanding of why Prince Hamzah did not attend the wedding of Jordanian Crown Prince Al-Hussein bin Abdullah, so stay with us. Jordan was born in its modern form in the year 1921 at the hands of Abdullah, the founding king. He was assassinated in the year 1951. His son, Crown Prince Talal, assumed power. The latter's reign lasted only about a year. King Hussein bin Talal assumed power in the year 1952, after his son removed him from the throne on the pretext of mental disorder. A lawsuit supported by his wife, Zain al-Sharif. The young king was celibate at the time. His brother Muhammad became crown prince before giving birth to the second wife of King Tony Corner, who became Queen Mona al-Hussein Abdullah, Faisal, Aisha, and Zain. The transfer of power approached, and with the king suffering from cancer at the end of the 1990s, the king cut short his treatment journey to discuss the issue of succession with the crown prince. King Hussein wanted Hamzah to be crown prince of his brother Hassan. The late king requested a meeting of the ruling family council to decide on the issue of the mandate of the covenant after Hassan, as the late king expressed his desire for the throne to return to his descendants through Hamzah after Hassan al-Malik took over. Prince Hassan did not answer, neither in the negative nor in the affirmative, and he complimented his older brother and did not give him an answer. King Hussein ended up returning his eldest son, Abdullah, to the throne. Abdullah assumed power in the year 1999, and he adhered to his father's will. Abdullah installed his half-brother, Hamzah, as crown prince. The honeymoon between the two half-brothers lasted 6 years. After that, King Abdullah followed in his father's footsteps deposing his brother Hamzah in preparation for appointing his son as Crown Prince. But the dismissal of Prince Hamzah, the beloved young man of the general public, had a different resonance. The decision was quick and surprising, and the Jordanians did not expect it at the time. For years it seemed that Prince Hamzah accepted the issue of his removal, and later began attacking with his comments the failure of government attempts to treat chronic problems. Unemployment indicators that exceeded a quarter of citizens in 2021, and poverty that struck 15% of the population, according to the Jordanian Department of Statistics. The prince's criticisms and comments gradually strengthened his closeness to the street, but raised doubts about his intentions. Security eyes began to watch him until he realized this on one of his trips. According to a security source, Kamal al-Din, an officer in the Army Security and Defense Unit, who is in charge of securing and guarding the princes and the king, was assigned at the time to monitor the prince, but the prince's discovery of his order cancelled his mission. The security services learned that the former crown prince was plotting against the king, so the army chief of staff sent in a warning letter and arrested his assistant. But Hamzah, who is the former crown prince of Jordan, refused to comply with such an order. The Jordanians held their breath when they reached Hamzah's last messages. Communications were cut off from him, his palace was stripped of guards, and he was demanded to retire from politics by military order. The Jordanian government stated at the time that the king decided to talk directly with Prince Hamzah in order to deal with issues within the framework of the family. In March of 2022, the Royal Jordanian Court issued a statement announcing that King Abdullah II had received a letter from Prince Hamzah in which he apologized to the king and the people regarding the issue of sedition and its consequences. A month later, in April of the year 2022, Prince Hamzah announced, in a message he posted on his Twitter account, that he had relinquished the title of prince. Then, a month later, a message was issued to King Abdullah saying that granting and retrieving titles is the exclusive authority of the king according to Article 37 of the Constitution and the royal family law, explaining that he had exhausted all attempts to deal with everything received from his brother Hamzah within a family framework, he said. Finally, he adds, I decided to approve the recommendation of the council formed according to the royal family law to restrict Prince Hamzah's contacts, residence, and movements. Despite all this, King Abdullah II agreed to the participation of Prince Hamzah in the wedding ceremony, but the security staff persuaded the king not to invite him because the ceremony was being broadcast live. The security forces were afraid that Prince Hamzah would take advantage of this to deliver a message to the Jordanian people or to external parties about the conditions of his detention and the imposition of house arrest on him as well. Previous Jordanian reports indicated that Prince Hamzah was always moving with a personal gun and refused to give it up completely. This is the other problem facing the security team assigned to protect the wedding party. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, make sure to subscribe for more channel content. Bye.